everybody, Blugoblin here, see? Coming to you to give you my review for the books that came out this week in May 2012. This was overall a pretty good week for comic books in my opinion. Couple slip-ups here and there, but overall it was still pretty good. You want to know what I thought about this week? Well, sit down, shut up, and get ready to watch some greatness. Oh hell, you ain't getting rid of me that easy!
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my Earth 2 counterpart being somewhat rude like that. That's why I went ahead and cut him off. I was thinking about letting him review a couple of books and then it would come back to me, but if he's gonna come on here and tell my viewers, even if it's an alternate version of myself, I'm still not going to tolerate anybody coming on here and telling my viewers to shut up like that. I will not tolerate that. So, come on, man, you gotta let me at least review the Earth 2 books, man. Alright, if you're good, I'll let you review the issues of Earth 2, okay? But only if you're nice to my viewers. Is there any chance you'll also let me review the World's Finest series? Because that's also kinda Earth 2-ish. No, it's okay. I'll stick with World's Finest. You can have Earth 2, and that's pretty much all you're going to get right now, because I don't know if I can trust you. You were kind of rude, right? You were kind of rude a few minutes ago. Jesus, man, you're killing me! You're killing me! Look, man, you gotta be nice. You have to be nice or you're not gonna be on this channel. Even though you're me. But this is my channel, it's my call. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the books for this week, shall we? We're gonna start things off with Marvel. We're gonna start things off with Amazing Spider-Man number 686. This is the next part of the Ends of the Earth storyline with Dan Slott, and on the writing, of course, still awesome as ever. And we got Caselli on the artwork in here, which is a plus. Now, even though I like Humberto Ramos' artwork for Amazing Spider-Man, I prefer Caselli because his looks more detailed and looks better. Yeah, the big cliffhanger at the end of the last issue with, looks like literally half the world is on fire and everything. That was a great cliffhanger. And in here we get the further explanation as to what that exactly is. And yes, it's a bit of a cop-out for the most part, but I kind of expected it because we're dealing with the Sinister Six and certain members are able to pull this off and get it over Spider-Man's head, and it's working really good. The storytelling is doing a very nice job here. Spider-Man actually, minor spoiler here, Spider-Man actually gets one of the members of the Sinister Six to turn on Doc Ock and side with him. My jaw dropped when that happened because it was just one of those moments you're like, I never thought I'd see this. Awesome storytelling. And Spider-Man is, even though Doc Ock is seemingly having the upper hand, Spider-Man is picking off members of the Sinister Six, and now it's down to just Doc Ock and Rhino, but Ock has pulled another one on Spidey. Oh my god, he has unveiled a new Sinister Six, and when I saw it, I went, Otto, you son of a bitch. But it was brilliant, it was a nice unveiling, and it was a shocker. But I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to say this book was good, very, very good, and Peter has a realization that leads up, that is part of the cliffhanger. The cliffhanger is Peter realizing what was the true cause of this calamity, and it's really, really good, and it's very fitting to the character development of Peter Parker. Awesome stuff. This is still really, really good. In my opinion, Ends of the Earth is kicking Avengers vs. X-Men's ass. Alright, moving on, we got Fantastic Four number 606. Alright, Jonathan Hickman, You put Jonathan Hickman on a Fantastic Four book, I'm usually there. I'm usually ready to read, and I expect goodness. However, this particular issue, the overall plot is good. It is really good, but the overall delivery of the story was actually kind of boring, in all honesty. And no offense to Ron Garney, you've done good work for Fantastic Four. There's no getting around that, but what the hell? The artwork in this particular issue really bothered me. It really did. Dear Marvel, why the hell did you change the Thing's costume? Why? I thought his Future Foundation white costume was okay. I thought it was really good, and it worked. But why does the Thing look like he's wearing tidy whities? It looks ridiculous. So ridiculous you want to facepalm yourself. Why? Why did you do that? And another thing I have a problem with is Susan. With the exception of the very end of the story, the way Ron Garney draws her, too much detail in the face, and the way he draws her hair, she looks like she's in her mid-50s. Now, I realize that Sue may be a little more distinguished than she was during the 60s and 70s, and I understand that. But the thing is, the artwork for Susan does not work. I'm not expecting her to look like a teenager, because then that would even be more bullshit. But you got her looking like she's like pushing 56 or 57. It doesn't work. You know, I don't want Susan to look too young, but I want her to look younger than she did in here. And like I said before, the overall story, the delivery of it was really boring. I felt no tension. I felt no aspect of going, oh, this is getting really good. I felt none of that. I felt nothing. This book was mediocre at best. Alright, moving on to DC. DC, starting with the pick of the week. The pick of the week goes to Aquaman number 9. Now, before you start your criticism, before you start sending me messages like, gee, Blue, you've just been shitting all over Jeff Johns the past couple of weeks. Why are you picking the Jeff Johns book, as your pick of the week? Well, if you're gonna criticize me for picking this as my pick of the week, then you clearly might not have been paying attention to what I have actually been saying about Jeff Johns. Yes, I do not like Jeff Johns' work for Justice League. I do not like it at all. But his stuff for Shazam is still pretty good. As you could, I reviewed Justice League number 9 on my Tumblr page. Go check that out, by the way. But he does know how to write Aquaman very well. I wish he did write Justice League like he writes this. Then it would be great. And here we get, more stuff from Black Manta. He's tracking down the members of the others one by one. In the beginning of the book, minor spoiler, he's going after Prisoner of War, and it's a very good fight scene. It's short and it's simple, but it's right to the point, and it's really, really well done. And Prisoner of War's powers are pretty impressive. I actually like this. The opening fight was very, very well done. And we got the other members of the others. We got primarily, I forget her name, and Arthur tracking down Black Manta, and they're in the Amazon rainforest, and she's deciding that it's time to shed blood and use lethal force, and Arthur's like, no, we're not killing anybody, and she's like, you have changed, and I don't think I like it. And it's the drama is very well done, the storytelling is well paced, and the artwork from Ivan Reyes is nothing short of beautiful. We get some more backstory telling of Arthur's youth and Mr. Shin, about how he was the one that taught Arthur how to use his powers and everything. And by the end of the book, we get a humongous reveal as to why there is so much animosity between Aquaman and Black Manta, and the reveal made my jaw drop. I could not believe what I read on the last page, but the way Aquaman has been wrote here lately, I don't know. I think I do actually believe this, but it's just one of those. It's one of those what the fuck moments from a Jeff Johns book that some Jeff Johns fans have come to expect from him. And it's remarkably well done. The storytelling is well paced. It's well put together. The artwork helps sell the book. It is very, very well done. Jeff Johns, I may not like everything else you do, but please keep writing Aquaman like this. This was incredible. Alright, moving along. Batman The Dark Knight number 9. This is The Dark Knight's tie-in to Night of the Owls. We got Judd Winnick on the writing. We got David Finch on the artwork. I love David Finch's artwork. Judd Winnick's writing is well told for the most part. The particular talent in here, kind of want to say he's like the black sheep of the family. He's kind of got that moniker going for him because he keeps fucking up. Yet the court keeps granting him more chances. And, you know, despite everything this talent has done, you know, it's like, this is the first time that I have read a story involving Night of the Owls where a talent actually admits that he is afraid of something. Gee, who do you think he's afraid of? But yeah, we finally get a moment where a talent admits fear. And this helps the character development of Batman, in my opinion. Batman doesn't play too much of a role in this issue. It's mainly about this particular talent, and the backstorytelling is really good. It ties into what happened in Batman number 9 concerning a politician's murder and everything. And the cliffhanger, don't really know where they're going with this, with a certain legendary rogue making his return. Don't know how it's going to play into the whole Night of the Owls, but I'm intrigued and I'm on board for this. This was really good. Not the best issue of Batman The Dark Knight, but still a phenomenal read and a must-have for a Batman fan. I'd say pick it up. Alright. The Flash, number 9. What Grodd wants, he takes. Yeah. I gotta say, Francis Manapul, I salute you, man. This was really good. Very, very good. My only complaint that I would have is that this book felt short. It's like once I got done reading it, I felt like, huh, that's it? That was fast. No pun intended. Barry ends up in Gorilla City with, he accidentally ends up in Gorilla City after a tangle in the Speed Force. But when he arrives, he has absolutely no memory of who he is or what he's there for. And we see Gorilla Grodd in here, and when I think of the Flash, you know, one of my favorite villains from the Flash was Gorilla Grodd, and it's nice to see him again. But it's only when it's like, can we say plot convenience? It's only when Barry's about to get killed. Whoop! There's my memory. I got it right back. Very, very heavy plot convenience. It kind of hurts this book a little bit, but still, I loved it. It was great, and the last page of the book, it's another one of those oh shit kind of moments. You know, it's not too heavy on the dun dun dun, you know, but it's kind of like, oh Barry, how you gonna explain your ass out of this fire? Because it's this particular issue, despite the heavy plot convenient memory return, it was still a phenomenal read. It's really, really good. Francis Manapul is knocking this out of the park, and I suggest you stick with the Flash if you already are. Alright, The Fury of Firestorm, The Nuclear Men, number 9. This is a crossover with the JLI, who I am really going to miss once that series is gone. So DC, once again, you get one of these for fucking over the JLI. The JLI has such potential to succeed. Yes, the JLI has been slow at times, but I really saw potential in that series, and it pisses me off that you push it aside so Jeff Johns can have his way. Ethan Van Sciver and Joe Harris work on this. Van Sciver's artwork is nothing short of amazing, and Joe Harris does a great job with the script here. Very well done. When the JLI come in, they're helping the Firestorm's dilemma in Paris with the Eiffel Tower collapsing and everything. But the JLI make a humongous mistake in judgment when they enter the scene. They start attacking the wrong people, and it it's primarily August General and Iron. It kind of hurts his character a little bit, you know, shooting first and asking questions later. It's not something I would expect from the JLI itself, but I kind of would expect it from somebody like August General. But still, this was really, really good. Godiva, once again, completely worthless. OMAC has, well, OMAC has a moment. Let's just say that. He has a moment. And so does Jason and Firehawk. They have one hell of a moment. Yike. Apparently this is going to continue to cross over. The next issue of JLI is going to have the team regrouping from Paris back to where they need to be. Interesting cliffhanger. Not a jaw-dropping one, but an interesting one. This was a fun read. I enjoyed this. Fury of Firestorm does have its minor flaws, but it's still a fun read, and I think it's a really good series. If you haven't jumped on board, pick up the first story and trade. Get this series in any way you can, because I really think it has potential, and I think it's really good. There you go. We're going to end things off here with a book that I just recently tweeted about. Green Lantern New Guardians number 9. Wow, this was awesome. This had a possibility. This Amazing Spider-Man were battling with Aquaman to be my pick of the week. This right here was awesome. Clearly one of the strongest issues of the whole series. And this right here, I will say, as I said on Twitter, this is a must-have for anybody who's a fan of the Blue Lantern Corps. Anybody. This was great. Saint Walker really shines in here, and it's very beautifully well done. The Blue Lantern Corps are under attack by the Reach, which is an army of scarabs that, you know, the Blue Beetle is synonymous with. Now, I don't read Blue Beetle, so I don't know what's going on over there. But we got the Reach invading the home world of the Blue Lantern Corps. Saint Walker, unfortunately, catches everybody in the Blue Lantern Corps up on what's been going on, especially with what happened to Ganthet, which I'm still pissed off at DC for doing that. Ganthet was the only Guardian that I actually had respect for, and then DC, you fucked him over, so fuck you for that. But, yeah, great stuff here. We actually get Saint Walker calling out the other members of this particular team, including Arkillo of all people, as it suggests on the cover. But, like I said, this is a must-have for any fan of the Blue Lantern Corps. But at the same time, I'm kind of worried that the Blue Lantern Corps might end up like the Red Lantern Corps or like the Sinestro Corps, and I hope that doesn't happen. I'm kind of worried that DC might be slowly teasing a possibility of eliminating all the Lantern Corps except for the Green Lantern Corps, because God forbid that the Green Lantern Corps has any competition out there with them. But yeah, nothing short of awesome. This was really good. Must have. Just that's all I can say without going into major spoilers here. Pick that up. It was incredible. Well, that's all I got for this week, everybody. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Tumblr. I'm trying to get back into doing written reviews on my Tumblr page, and I know I'm slipping on that one. Once again, I apologize for my Earth 2 counterpart coming in like he did earlier. Be sure to subscribe to my other channel, Blugoblin X. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and until next time, I'll see you later.